behind every creator, musician, or online persona, there's a life that doesn't get shown, some of which are very dark, sad, and make you question the person themselves. This is the tragic story of JK3R. Born on December 28, 2009, Jai Wilson entered the world just as the digital age was shifting into high gear. And from a very young age, it was clear that he possessed a natural intuition for technology that far surpassed his peers. As Jai grew up, his early years were defined by a quiet but intense focus, often retreating into the worlds of sandbox and competitive games, where he could exercise a level of control and creativity that the physical world didn't always offer to him. By the time he was only 6 or 7, those around him began to notice that he wasn't just playing games to pass the time. He was studying them, dissecting mechanics, and showing a tactical mindset that was well beyond his years. While other children his age were focused on traditional sports or schoolyard games, Jai was busy honing his reflexes and building a digital identity that would eventually become the foundation for everything to come in his future career as a content creator. This period of his life was a constant balancing act between the expectations of a normal childhood and an internal drive to achieve something more in the virtual space. As 2017 approached, the rise of live broadcasting platforms caught his attention, offering a way to turn his private passion into a public performance. In late 2017, at the age of nearly 8, Jai Wilson officially stepped into the spotlight under the moniker Windward Lions 735, clicking the button for the very first time. And if I die, tell them I died a happy life. By hitting go live, he began his journey as a streamer, a move that would fundamentally alter the trajectory of his life and mark the birth of an online phenomenon. This transition from a young gamer in his bedroom to a public-facing entertainer set the stage for the massive community he would eventually build. The late months of 2017 served as the origin point for the JK3R legacy, bridging the gap between a childhood hobby and a professional path that would define his teenage years.
You're the ones who grinded me my name. You're the ones who's all giving me tons of plays. You're the reason I got cash flowing in from the back. I don't know what you're trying to say, it's all just whack. All you haters up there, you tell me what you gotta say. Listen to me, listen to the voices that I'm saying. Listen to the voice that I am speaking and listen to the words that I am saying. I ain't no playing no games. Listen, you're the one who's giving me the fame. You're the one who is listening to my stuff and giving me plays. You're the one who's calling me the brother in the struggle, but listen to me, I ain't no struggle, cause I got the mother load in the back.
Following the shutdown of the Mixer platform in late 2018, Jai transitioned his community over to Twitch, rebranding under the handle JK3R. This move marked the beginning of a collaborative era, as Jai soon introduced his friend Caden, known online as Meliodas123, followed by Logan, known as Fear, The group's chemistry expanded further as Logan introduced Kinsley, followed by the addition of Kayla and later Archie, forming the core lineup of what would become a legend. This collective, known as the Joker Squad, became an internet sensation as 2019 rolled into the global lockdowns, providing a perfect storm for their growth. They rose steadily through the ranks of the platform, and by 2021, they reached a massive milestone, earning the title of the most watched group kids channel on Twitch. Their dominance and popularity seemed unstoppable as they continued to provide entertainment to a dedicated audience that grew to over 360,000 followers. The final stream on December 30th, 2022 began like any other, filled with the high-energy banter and camaraderie that defined the Joker's Squad. However, the atmosphere shifted instantly as the channel was targeted in a notorious coordinated hack. Fans watched in confusion and horror as the broadcast was compromised, with malicious actors gaining control and effectively dismantling the community in real time. This targeted attack took down 5 linked channels simultaneously. The immediate aftermath was chaotic, as the group and their 360,000 followers tried to process the destruction of years of work. The hack didn't just end a stream, it shattered the momentum of the world's most watched kids group. As the screens went dark that day, the era of the Joker Squad came to an abrupt, unceremonious conclusion. What was meant to be a celebration of a record-breaking year turned into a digital graveyard, leaving behind only the legacy of what Jai had built.
Why did you just leave? I was right here.
Oh.
I was literally right there. I could have literally got you in 2.5 seconds.
Right, chat, I think we're gonna wrap this up here, because I just got notified there's cheesecake downstairs. So. Yeah.
I'm gonna make this a very flashy death for me. Jumping off a cliff.
Alright. Right, Caden, say your goodbyes to everyone, because we will be back live in the new year.
Bye guys, bye guys.
See you guys in a wee bit. The Joker Squad's channel has been hacked. We are no longer going to have access to this.
In the wake of the devastating December 30th attack, Jai Wilson was forced to navigate a digital landscape that had shifted from a playground of success to a site of significant loss. The hacking incident, which remained one of the most infamous in Twitch history for its scale and precision, left the group's infrastructure in ruins and their massive audience scattered. For Jai, the transition was jarring. The daily rhythm of the Joker Squad was replaced by the reality of a compromised platform. In the spring of 2023, the group faced a loss that transcended the digital world. On April 20th, Kinsley passed away following an ongoing battle with her mental health. This tragedy struck at the very heart of the squad, leaving Jai and the other members in a state of profound grief. The impact of losing a close friend and teammate was immediate and devastating, fundamentally altering the group's dynamic and draining the energy that had once fueled their record-breaking broadcasts. The weight of this loss led to a sudden and total silence from the collective. In the months that followed, the Joker Squad effectively went ghost online, retreating from the public eye to process their sorrow in private. Throughout the remainder of 2023, Jai and the others were rarely seen on any social platforms, as the joy of content creation had been eclipsed by personal tragedy. This period of mourning marked the most somber chapter in Jai Wilson's journey as a creator. Amidst their rapid rise, the group solidified their legacy by creating The Rift, a cinematic series filmed entirely within Fortnite's creative mode and replay system. The project pushed the boundaries of machinima, eventually becoming the #1 most watched Fortnite series of all time. Even after the tragic passing of Kinsley, the group made the difficult decision to continue the story, using the final episode of the original run as a poignant space to say their final goodbyes to her. The series eventually evolved into the spin-off movie, Unbreakable, which was released to massive fan acclaim on March 15, 2025. This expansion of the universe proved that the creative spirit of the Joker Squad could endure even the darkest of times. The success of the film has paved the way for a highly anticipated sequel, currently scheduled for release in the summer of 2026. Through these projects, Jai and the squad turned their shared grief into a lasting tribute that still resonates. The transition from a gaming group to the architects of a record-breaking cinematic universe allowed the members to heal while maintaining their connection to their audience. The Rift and its successors became a bridge between the old era and the new, ensuring that the influence of the original squad would never truly disappear from the platform. Today, the project stands as a testament to their innovation, proving that their storytelling impact was just as powerful as their gameplay. By August 2023, Jai Wilson began to emerge from the silence, but he did not return as the high-energy streamer the world once knew. Instead, he resurfaced anonymously, stripping away the layers of his past identity by taking the O out of his old handle to become JK3R. This subtle but profound rebrand marked his transition into the music industry, shifting his focus from the visual spectacle of gaming to the raw, emotional power of sound as a primary means of expression. The official beginning of this new legacy came with the release of the song Falling For You on Spotify, featuring G Aftermath. The track served as a sonic bridge between his past struggles and his future aspirations, trading the chaotic energy of live chats for melodic introspection. For Jai, this wasn't just a career shift, it was a reclamation of his voice. The release proved that his creative influence wasn't tied to a specific platform or group, but was an intrinsic part of who he was. This musical pivot allowed Jai to process the grief of the previous years while building a fresh foundation that was entirely his own. Falling For You resonated with both his old community and a new audience of listeners, establishing JK3R as a versatile artist capable of deep vulnerability. This new chapter, born from the ashes of 2022 and the silence of 2023, continues to evolve to this day, as Jai Wilson proves that a true creator can always find a new way to speak to the world. On October 15, 2023, Jai released his most raw project to date, an album titled Pain and Suffering Doesn't End. This release was a stark departure from the upbeat, high-energy persona associated with the Joker's 7343 era, trading viral gaming moments for a heavy, melancholic soundscape. The lyrics and tone were deeply influenced by the immense grief of losing Kinsley, serving as a public processing of a private trauma that many fans were not yet prepared to witness or understand. As fans and critics began dissecting his lyrics, a much darker reality of Jai's personal life started to surface. His music revealed that he had been struggling with alcohol issues since the age of 13, a shocking revelation for a creator who had spent so much of his life in the public eye. It remains unclear to this day if he still battles these demons, but his lyrics paint a picture of a young man trapped in a cycle of dependency and a desperate search for an escape. In his song Liquid Substance, Jai provides a harrowing look into this struggle, stating, "I gave up all the drinks for the drugs, now I'm in the same pit. I'm out of luck. These lines suggest a dangerous transition from one substance to another, highlighting a sense of hopelessness that permeated his early teens. This vulnerability turned his music into a raw confessional, moving far beyond the scripted entertainment of his past and into the territory of a real-life crisis. Beyond substance abuse, Jai's work has frequently touched on his battle with suicidal thoughts. He has openly mentioned a will to die, often describing the idea of death not as something to fear, but as something that actively calls to him. This haunting tone shows an immense level of emotion and psychological weight, revealing the heavy toll that fame, the loss of Kinsley, and the pressures of the digital spotlight have taken on his mental health over the years. In the midst of his musical evolution, Jai's personal life took center stage when he began dating Summer Murphy. This relationship marked the beginning of a transformation in his sound, pushing him toward a melodic, love song style that fans now call the Heartiator era. This period was defined by the massive success of his hit single, Heartiator, featuring Zany Dollar King. The track captured a specific vulnerability, blending his dark past with the complicated emotions of young love. Shortly before this era fully took hold, Jai collaborated with the artist Kool Gitae on a track titled Brother in the Struggle. The song was intended to be a private reflection, but it eventually leaked to his fellow classmates. The fallout from the leak was immediate and harsh, creating an environment at school that became impossible to manage. Ultimately, this incident forced Jai to leave school early, a decision that effectively ended his life as a normal student forever. Free from the constraints of a traditional education, Jai fully committed to his craft by joining the Green Slimes music group alongside members like Lamelli, Silver Bullet, Zenas King, Lil Oxy, and Cheeseburger Man. He found a community of like-minded creators. This collective provided the support he needed to lean further into his new love song aesthetic. Together they began producing a steady stream of content that showcased a more polished and collaborative side of JK3R. However, the momentum of the Heartiator era was suddenly threatened as 2025 progressed. On March 15th, a wave of serious allegations involving JK3R began to circulate online. These claims were not just focused on him, but also involved two of his close friends and fellow artists, QTA Xenos and JR. The situation cast a long shadow over the Green Dollar Limes collective, forcing Jai to confront a new kind of public scrutiny that risked derailing the musical legacy he had built. The situation escalated when screenshots from a group chat leaked online, revealing that JR and Xenos were accusing Jai of sexual assault. This orchestrated move was a calculated attempt to gain internet notoriety at Jai's expense. In a candid interview with Shoutout HTX, Jai recalled the immediate fallout, stating that the false allegations prompted his girlfriend, Summer, to cut contact instantly, as the weight of the accusations led her to believe the fabricated stories were true. The emotional toll of March 15th was nearly fatal. In his song titled after that date, Jai details the immense pain of that day, revealing that he attempted to take his own life under the pressure of the public betrayal. The news sent shockwaves through his community, but luckily, with the support of his family and fans, he pulled through. While the legal repercussions for JR and Xenos remain unclear to Jai, he has maintained a strict vow of silence, never speaking to them again. Through this survival, Jai transformed his trauma into art once more. The March 15th track serves as a haunting memorial to the day everything nearly ended, documenting his journey from the brink of death back to a place of resilience. This period solidified his bond with his remaining friends and his dedicated fan base, proving that despite the malicious attempts to destroy his character, Jai Wilson possessed the strength to reclaim his life and continue his story as JK3R. While his relationship fractured, Jai's core circle of friends refused to accept the narrative. They meticulously analyzed the leaked logs, uncovering inconsistencies and cracks that proved the stories were manufactured for attention. Jai immediately involved his family and authorities, triggering a formal legal investigation into the claims. The process was long and grueling, stretching until June, when the investigation concluded the charges were baseless and all legal action was dropped. In the aftermath of the fallout, Jai channeled his heartbreak into a project that would forever define his career. The album titled I'm Sorry But Bye. The raw nature of the project was evident from the first glance, as the album cover featured the actual unedited screenshot of Summer Murphy breaking up with him over the false allegations. This stark visual served as a permanent reminder of the moment his personal world collapsed, turning a private text into a global cultural artifact. The success of the album created a strange paradox for Jai, as his greatest professional achievement was built on the ruins of his most significant relationship. Every stream and every award served as a tribute to a loss he was still processing in real time. This record didn't just change his career, it changed the way the world viewed him, shifting his narrative from a victim of a targeted smear campaign to a resilient artist who could turn life's coldest moments into gold. The 2024 era marked a massive surge in Jai's professional momentum, characterized by the meteoric rise of the Green Dollar Limes collective. While the period was not without its complications, including the widely discussed ash gray drama, Jai stayed focused on his creative output. A major turning point occurred in the spring when Jai received a life-changing call from Grade A Studios. They revealed that the Kid Laroi wanted to collaborate, sparking an infamous and deep friendship. Laroi became a mentor of sorts, helping Jai navigate the complexities of the music industry and gaining him significant traction in the mainstream scene. This partnership provided Jai with the tools to further refine his sound and expand his reach globally. By late 2024, Jai was no longer just an underground sensation. He was a rising star with serious industry backing, preparing to release what many would consider his magnum opus to celebrate a difficult anniversary, exactly 730 days after the devastating Joker's Squad hacking. Jai released the album 730 Days, voted by fans as his best work. The project served as a definitive closing of one chapter and the loud opening of another. The album's success shaped the next 2 years of his career, ushering in the rock star era. This transition was visually marked by Jai dyeing his hair half pink and half black, a style many fans interpreted as a heartfelt homage to the late artist Lil Peep. The rock star era signaled a shift toward a more high-energy, genre-blending sound that moved away from the pure melancholy of his previous works. With a new look and a new circle of influential friends, Jai Wilson entered 2025 as a powerhouse. The 2024 era proved that he could not only survive the trauma of his past, but could reinvent himself entirely, evolving from a child streamer into a legitimate rock star who commanded the respect of the industry's biggest names. The 2025 era began with a newfound sense of stability, as Jai maintained a consistent output with almost no public setbacks. A major highlight of this period was the release of Unbreakable, the highly anticipated cinematic spin-off to The Rift. This project further solidified his reputation as a cross-platform visionary. However, the professional triumph was met with a deep personal tragedy in June, when Jai's close friend and primary producer, Chris Madathis, passed away at just 17. Chris Made. This was the sonic architect behind 730 Days and had gained industry fame for producing Scars by Novelin. His loss was a massive blow to the music community, but Jai stepped up to ensure his friend's legacy would never fade. He took on the responsibility of managing Chris's unreleased catalog and kept his name in the spotlight through various tributes and credits. Even to this day, Jai continues to honor the late producer as the man who helped define the JK3R sound. Amidst the grief of losing Chris, Jai found a source of strength in his personal life. He eventually revealed that he was in a relationship with Ziggy Bly. In a vulnerable interview with Vogue Journey, Jai credited Ziggy as the person who keeps him grounded and provides the motivation to keep pushing forward through his darkest moments. He described her as the anchor that keeps him in good line, providing the emotional stability he had lacked for so many of his younger years. The year 2025 reached a beautiful conclusion in December when Jai announced his proposal to Ziggy Bly. This engagement marked a symbolic turning point, transforming the narrative of a boy defined by loss into a man building a future of his own choosing. As of early 2026, Jai Wilson stands as a fiancé, a filmmaker, and a global music icon. This concludes the story of JK3R so far, a journey of immense highs and tragic lows, defined by a resilience that refused to be broken. And that is the story of JK3R in a quick summary. If you would like to see more about him, there is a documentary on his YouTube channel and on HBO Max in the USA. If you'd like to see more videos like this on our channel, let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.